Hello, people. Good afternoon. We are live again today, day 85. Welcome to this class. I want to tell you one of the mistakes 9 to 5 workers make when they want to escape the 9 to 5 grind. A lot of us made this mistake. Some of my colleagues made this mistake. So I want to tell you that mistake. What is that mistake? You always think that uh starting a business, I want to start a business while still working. Okay, that you want to start a business while you're still working so that you can easily escape the 9 to 5 grind, maybe because you don't like your job, it's too tasking and all that. Sometimes, you know why we make this mistake? Without having a clear judgment of what a business really entails. We see business as only an escape route to the 9 to 5 grind. Yes, it is, but we don't look at it holistically. We don't analyze it so well, like asking ourselves, what does it really entail? How is it better than the 9 to 5? All we know is just to jump into the business because we heard by popular billionaires like Warren Buffett that business is an escape route for 9 to 5, right? So why am I saying this? There was a time when I was working then many years ago. One of my colleague decided to like start up a business in order to escape the 9 to 5 grind. Yeah, we're so happy for him. We're clapping for him, like, wow, that's a powerful initiative because this guy have been saving. He was so careful with his spendings, not buying things anyhow, maintaining his savings, saving enough until he started that business. But he was not well informed. He went and started this business, and the business started clashing with his time. The business needed him first. He's like a first timer. He's a first timer, right? So in the initial stage, the business will need you. So you don't just start up a business now and then employ people to come and be running it for you while you're doing your 9 to 5. Okay, so that was what he did. He opened up that business. He employed people. He started paying salary from his job, and at a time his attention was always needed, so he was like answering calls while working, which is wrong. That's like conflict of interest. You're supposed to be in your job wholeheartedly, but now you are dividing your job time with your business. Totally wrong. So why am I saying this is a mistake a lot of 9 to 5 workers do? This is a mistake because you're not fully informed. You do not sit down and analyze what it fully entails to run a business. How much of your time are you going to be giving to it? You didn't plan it. You're not strategic about it. You just went and opened the business, and all of a sudden you now discover that the business needed a lot more than you anticipated. It needed your time, needed more money, needed attention, and a whole lot of things. And what will happen along the line? You pack up. Or some persons will come to the extent of maybe opening a shop and putting their relatives to run the business for them, being emotional. Na my sister, you no go do me anything, or na my brother dey run am. Well, you guys have seen what is happening on the internet. Even as I speak right now, somebody will employ the cousin, placed her on a 50,000 salary every month to help her run her business while she's maybe busy doing other things. These cousins of her siphoned her money to the tune of 40 million naira within 1 year. 40 million naira within 1 year. Cousin. So that would tell you that running a business, you shouldn't be emotional about it. You have to separate family and friends. In fact, there are a lot to learn. And why am I saying these are the mistake 9 to 5 workers make? It's a mistake because with I'm no longer in that shoe, right? Yes, this is now me talking out of experience because I also started a business, but along the line, I have to close the business and I go online. Why is it a mistake? You think you can figure out everything yourself. You think you can figure out everything yourself. No, that's no wisdom. That is no wisdom. You cannot be alive to make all the mistakes and learn from it. You have to leverage on people's mistake. Like this story that is trending everywhere now, you're supposed to leverage on that story, leverage on that person's story and learn and see what happens to her and decide to do otherwise. What am I trying to say? For you to be successful in life, you don't need to go through all the mistake. You have to leverage on other people's mistake by paying for somebody to mentor you. You need to ride on the shoulders of mentors. Ride on the shoulders of mentor. When you pay a token to them, they are going to share their experience with you. They're going to share their stories with you for you to learn from that story and avoid those potholes that they went into that kept them um, at a stage for several years. So, but now you're going to just use something like a day or a month to go through that stage and you are out. So, don't rely on your intuition for everything. Learn from people's experience, learn from people's story. I am also here to tell you that if you want to start a business, the farther you are from the tilling of the ground, the more money you're going to make. If you're going to be, what do I mean by that? If you're going to run a business and you're going to be involved, your hands and feet are already always going to be on that business, you're going to be making lesser money than when you are kind of detached from that business, that you're not touching the hand. Like, you can play in the business field from any angle. You can play at the manufacturing angle, you can play at the distribution end, you can play at the packaging, delivery, customer satisfaction, whatever. Then finally you can play at the online space. And that is where I come in. If you want to run a business, I always preach you starting the online part of that business first, because that one has a higher leverage than when you are doing it physically. A friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, she called me the other day and say, Vivian, abeg o, I want to pack my bag business. Which one be bag? Ordinary cost of material is skyrocketing. Going to the market to buy the material the other day, she spent almost the whole day on traffic. Almost the whole day. She left her baby in the house and spent a whole day in traffic just to buy material for her bags. Then after buying it, customer were complaining that you took too long to deliver the bag. I've waited. But imagine, she has been teaching bag making business online. That one has been paying her the kind of profit she gets from teaching people how to make bag virtually online, is giving her more than what she could not get physically doing the bag, coupled with the stress she encountered while trying to even get materials, sew the bag, meeting up customers requests and all that. So what am I trying to say? If your hand is on that bag making, you're going to be making less money than when you're teaching people how to make bags. And that is where the online space comes in, and that is where my program, Beyond Office to Online Bootcamp, is coming to play. Is a bootcamp that can teach you how you can start an online business, just like you're starting an offline business, that is going to be involving a lot of things like capital, um, risk management, product delivery, customer satisfaction, customer retention, customer acquisition. You'll be running around packaging, all those stuff. You'll be trying to figure everything out. But here in the online space, which one is customer delivery? Now, email, just send your email. A click of a button, your product has been delivered to the person that bought it. Your payment goes into your account straight. You're not even taxed, because it's a passive income. It's not an active income, because your active income, your salary there is profit after tax. They are paying you that salary after they have collected your task. That's when you are receiving that salary, and it's from there you make all the expenses. But from your online business, you're not taxed because it's passive income. So which one is more better? The online version is more better. So are you a 9 to 5 worker looking for a way to start up a business? I didn't say you should not start an offline business, so no, but the online business is something you should lay your hands on first. Okay, look at that, my friend, or that my colleague. Then the business he started needed his attention, needed his time, but he was not there. It was just clashing with his job. He has no alternative than to close down the business, because if he say let him stop his job, let him stop his job, he will not be getting steady income to pump into the business. Remember, the business is even barely 1 year. So for the business to start giving him the profit he needs, it's going to be from like 5 years plus. So a lot of persons think that when they start a business this year, you hammer, you hit all the money you're looking for. No, it's not done that way. You have to give your business at least 4 to 5 years for it to pick up. And not everybody, with the Nigeria I know now, with the youths I know right now, not everybody is patient enough to wait 4 to 5 years for their business to start giving them the income they needed. And that is why the online business is the best, because just give it like 2 to 3 years. even sometimes 1 year, depends. If you have a very powerful high income skills, you can start breaking even. You can start break. A coach of mine said she took just 8 months, 8 months of consistency, and she has broken even. Now she earns 6 to 7 figure every month. So it's possible. So I want to introduce you to my upcoming class, the online Beyond Office to Online Bootcamp. Is a bootcamp specially designed for 9 to 5 workers who have that spirit of entrepreneurship, who want to launch out into the world of entrepreneurship but don't know how. You don't know how to figure it out. You don't know where to start. You don't know the first step to take. That bootcamp is the first step to take so that it will guide you, hold you by the hands, to show you everything you need to know about the online space, about how to create wealth on the online space. A lot of persons don't understand it. So that bootcamp is going to be there to help you navigate through, show you the steps to create wealth, how to calculate your income, how to come up with a product that you can sell. Like in the offline world, you want to sell a product, right? So in the online space, you also need a digital product. So that program is going to help you create that digital product that can help you sell it to the mass audience. And I'm going to be teaching you how to sell it, because one of the other problem a lot of 9 to 5 workers have is that they don't know how to sell. You don't know how to sell. Okay, so that program is going to equip you with all the basic skills you need, not theory. I don't teach theory, I teach practical. What I do, what I use to make money on a monthly basis, on weekly basis on this internet. That is what I'm going to teach you, not YouTube trainings, not me copying link from somewhere and be giving you to watch. No, I'm going to be teaching you from my own experience. So if you know anybody, if you are a 9 to 5 worker, please do it and sign up for that class. It's just for a token of 20,000 naira. That means in a day, you're just paying me 700 naira to take you through 30 topics, from personal branding to profile monetization, to creating your product, to how to sell using AI, storytelling, graphic designing, and a whole lot of things. How to come out of debt, those things that plague 9 to 5 workers, everything will be discussed there. It's going to be an amazing session. So I want to see you in class. It's starting on April 15th. April 15th. So secure your slot right now. I'm going to also be dropping the link to our community so that you can join us to learn, because virtually every weekend, it's a learning experience for those in my community, where we discuss things about career, about finance, personal development, motherhood, life in general. So I would want you to be part of that community. I'm going to be dropping the link on the comment section after this live streaming. So thank you very much for watching. Do well to share this live broadcast to at least 5 of your friends. Till I come your way tomorrow, remain blessed. Please don't do those mistakes.